Oh my god, I was literally taking a shit and I saw a Elon Musk video where he says that money is not going to be relevant in the future. And that's exactly what I talk about in the video, where I said that we need to evolve past money and capitalism. And that is exactly what he is talking about. This is very relevant too because through my progress, my process, becoming more athletic and therefore alpha in the not in the conventional, not in the way that people use it, but in the real way where you become more athletic by doing vigorous exercising. So by doing that, what happens to you is what I call the lobster effect. What Jordan Peterson, we relate to lobsters, or nervous system relates to lobsters, and that is exactly what happened. You become strong, athletic, muscular, and therefore you become alpha. And when this happens, when this actually happens, this is your physique changes and your face changes as well, especially if you do yoga. Yoga just helps you aligned and you become more symmetrical. So people like Bill Burr think that Elon had surgery and stuff, but he did not. He demonstrates this effect. When you become alpha, your face literally changes to the point where people think you had plastic surgery, but it's not true. It's what happens. It's what Alex Social calls the Pokemon. When the Pokemon evolves, at first it's just its little tiny self, and then it transforms and becomes alpha. That is exactly what happens, and that is exactly what I try to do. My organic cotton socks and organic cotton underwear and organic cotton pants. It just happens that I'm also wearing an organic cotton shirt. So I'm wearing everything organic. That's honestly a coincidence. It's because I spent yesterday working out, so I like to feel comfortable afterwards. But yes, guys, this is how you do it. I have a deep voice, but it becomes deeper when I hit the mark in spirituality, especially. Like I've mentioned before, I need a army of spiritual warriors to protect ourselves right now at this is the end times. This is the apocalypse. It's the change. It's when the old earth is dying and the new one it's coming, but it hasn't died off. It's I forget the beautiful quote, but it's just like the old world is ending, the new world is coming, but it's not yet here. That's what the apocalypse is. It's a transition. We need to transition smoothly, like a nice transition, because if we don't, we can fuck things up. A lot of people can die and disaster. It's what the interview was going to talk about, how the change is going to be. What Owen also says, that we all hope for that transition, but in the meanwhile, if we have to make it smooth, we have to make a smooth transition. So because that's the key, it's the key. When everyone's goal or passion becomes, when they can do that, when they can do their passion, we get the best from them. We get the best from them. And people like him get it because they followed their passion and became alpha. That's how he became alpha. That's a huge part of it. Following your passion, following your passion. Yes, that's what I can offer, and why I was gonna make a joke that before me there was gonna be a game, and then after me people are gonna ask, like, is it even a game if you're not exercising, doing yoga, eating all organic? Because it literally makes you more attractive, physically makes you more attractive, and the signals just go off of you're healthy and attractive individual, human being. This is what my goal is. This is what I would like to coach you guys to and help you guys with. I love Brian Tracy. He is huge. If you don't know who he is, who the hell are you? He is ginormous. This is how good he is. My favorite book, one of my favorite books of his is No Excuses, and I thought I knew it forwards and backwards, and I just happened to listen to it because I was going to send it to my mom for her to listen to, and I listened to it, and the first minutes, he's just reminded me of the principles, of the essentials. And if you know anything about anything, you know that essentials are the key to becoming the best. That's why they are called essentials. Like my favorite thing in the planet, it's Eckhart Tolle's Essentials Teaching podcast. I found it on Spotify. You can find it. If you listen to it for 3 months attentively, you can have the same spiritual understanding that I have, and I've done this for 15 years. That's how good that podcast is. Just listen to the essential teachings of the ego. This is what we all need to listen to, because in hospitals, doctors, everywhere, we are, as like Eckhart says, and he nailed it in the head. He is so prophetic. It's exactly what it is. We are only as good as our tools, and our tool is the ego. That's the measure of all of our mistakes or misses, or miss the marks or sins, like what it means to miss the mark, a sin. We're not nailing it. That's why everyone needs to listen to that. It's basic education. The maker of higher learning, Socrates, it's his first primary essential lesson. I am wise because I know that I don't know anything. You tell that to a doctor nowadays, they are super uneducated when in that regard, which is the core. He created higher learning. Who the hell do you think you are to not listen to our wisest teachers? Maybe your little ego is not right. Maybe, maybe Socrates is a little better. Maybe Eckhart Tolle, who is just fitting in the puzzle for everyone, from everyone, since Eckhart Tolle, like Eckhart just recently said, and what I've said, it is the ultimate sophistication to be that humble and simple. That is how you're wise. And doctors just have this ego because we all praise that profession because it's a noble profession. But with ego, you ruin everything. Everything gets ruined. Anyways, excellent video. I need to make money, and this is my gift. This is my gift that God and life just gave me. When I was 15 years old, I exercised every day, and I became alpha. You become like you don't need to, when you exercise every day rigorously hard, and you can get away with that at that age. You don't need sexual, and when that happens, it's a miracle. You feel super strong, super complete, and you feel like you can choose. Like you can choose your partner, And this is what I want you guys to get into. What I want to get into, that mode of being, which is alpha, which is what happens when you do jiu-jitsu and you're spiritual. It's exactly what happens. You just feel this way of walking on the street, knowing that you can very effectively defend yourself. It goes in your aura, but you have to be spiritual and know about the ego. This video is so good. I feel like something bad's gonna happen to ruin it, like not be able to upload it, or it just takes forever, which is what usually happens with good videos. The ego attacks it. Yes, this is and yeah, we're getting there. I figure out my philosophy that the best thing you can do is to give your best for free, and then you become this becomes a relationship of infinite energy, like the sun fusion. When two people give, it's what happens. This is my philosophy. It's how I found out about Hot Works, which is the best gym you exercise inside of hot saunas. It's where I'm going to after this. I'm gonna take a shower over there and go to sleep. I have chronic insomnia. If anyone can help with that, I've had it my whole life since I was in middle school. My first job was overnight. The whole night, we would strip walks and put in new one in stores, in huge stores. So it had to be done during the night, the whole night. And I would do that. I made some really good money, but we just didn't know that would affect my brain. And of course it would affect it, like your brain is still growing. But yeah, it's my Achilles heel. It's what's killing me. Owen talks about this too. I had a huge inspiration when I found a note in my notebook that I totally forgot about, which said my goal is, like, my only simple life goal is to not get cancer. And I was like, whoa, double whammy. And I completely forgot I wrote that. Can you guys believe that? I completely forgot that I wrote that. And then I read that, and it just gave me such a punch of inspiration. Whew. let's do this, guys. You guys can do this. You guys want to be real alpha, not what this little kids talk about. It's adults that are just little kids, you know. It's real alpha and omega. I had a miracle where that, like where I'm from, the church is called Saint Pius X, who had the markings, and at that age I got markings because I exercise every day. I gained 10 pounds in less than a month, and my back looked like it got whipped. And it's because I thought nothing of it because I'm not superstitious at all. But I just come to find out that's what it means. This, my gift, what I'm trying to give to you. Goodbye. I'll talk about this in the future. Bye.